Cool, I recommend working on the game feel, the weapon animations, and camera shake. Thanks for the suggestion. Currently, the game feel isn't too great. I have a little bit of weapon bob when I move, some weapon sway, and just a little bit of kick when I shoot my gun. So in this video, I'm just going to try to make it feel a little bit better. I notice in a lot of FPS games, when you have a high FOV and can see a large portion of your gun, it just makes the game feel a lot better. It kind of gives an arena shooter vibe like Quake. So just taking my gun and dragging it further away from my character already looks a little bit better. Now the next thing that FPS games have that makes the guns feel a bit more impactful is camera shake. So I found this asset on the Unity asset store called Milkshake, which basically just shakes the camera in any way I want. So I just slap it on my camera and it works, right? Oh, okay. So after tweaking it a little bit, it actually looks pretty good. Next thing I want to add are some actual weapon animations for my gun. Now the current way my gun works is it moves back into a static position whenever I shoot, which actually looks alright when I'm tap firing, but when I go full auto, the gun doesn't move at all. Now the hard part about making shooting animations is knowing exactly the right amount to make the gun kick. Because of how fast fully auto weapons shoot, it almost always looks too jittery. Garbage has a great video on this called Sometimes Less is More, where his solution to it is to make the animations as small as possible. While games like CS have a ton of kick to their guns, I think my game is much more suited to having just a little bit. Lastly, I want to add some pistol animations for my gun. Currently my pistol has absolutely zero animations whatsoever. So I need to add another animation to Unity's beautiful, incredible animating tree. Kill me, please kill me.
1 hour later.
So now I have this incredible pistol shooting animation, but it moves a bit too slow. So one thing you can do is click on the transition between animations and it'll bring up this menu. Here you can change the duration, speed, and some other settings which I don't understand. After messing around with it for a while, I finally got it to work the way I wanted it to. Here's how my game feels now. It still might not be perfect, but it definitely feels a lot better than it did before. I think the biggest difference definitely comes from the FOV change. Whenever I play FPS games, if there's an FOV option, I always bump it up all the way to the top. Not even because you can see more, but because it just makes the guns look cooler. And as I said in my last video, all animations that I have for one gun translate to all the other guns in my game. And that's about all I have for today. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, leave them in the comments below as they help motivate me make my game. And if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.